Welcome back to But I Won't Do That. It is a weekly...
Weekly?
Yes, weekly, John.
Weekly
podcast
Wow.
where we talk about song lyrics every single week. And you know what, John?
It is currently the number 4 podcast in the world for people with very nice ankles.
And we talk about a whole bunch of other stuff too, so why don't you stay tuned?
Если я чешу в затылке, не беда. В голове моей опилки, да. Но хотят там и опилки, но кричалки и вопилки, а также шумелки, пыхтелки и сопелки сочиняю я неплохо иногда. Да. Хорошо живет на...
Okay, we're here with some different technology this week because we've had issues.
Such technical issues, but I think you've sorted it out.
I think so. I don't know. We're two blokes, one microphone.
That's all right. Some of the greatest podcasts in the world are 2 blokes, 1 microphone.
Have you ever seen that video? 2 blokes, 1 mic?
No, I've seen one with a similar title, and I was quite horrified.
Yeah. It was early internet, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, people would send it to you and go, you look at it and go, what's this? And go, no, thank you.
That's the first time I learned the expression not safe for work.
Yes.
Yeah, NSFW. And it came through from a friend who I think is still a friend, but shocked.
Yeah, shocked and stunned I was.
Yeah.
Shocked and stunned. I didn't watch it for long, I've got to be honest.
Speaking, I watched it through twice.
Did you?
No. So we've got a bit of different technology because we've had my computer's done an update and our microphone setup didn't work. We got together last week, didn't we, John? And we started record. We actually recorded the whole podcast last week.
We did, but it wasn't good enough, so we've decided to do it again to make it better for you lot. You lot at home.
Admittedly, and let's do a PSA for mental health just right now because neither of us were doing too well last week.
No, we'd had a few issues. We had a good chat, and while we didn't record anything, we got some stuff.
Out.
We hung out and we chatted, and it was a lovely time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed that just as much as getting together and do the podcast.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. You and I just chatting away. It's a beautiful thing. So if you're feeling a bit down, chat to a friend. Have a chat. Have a chat.
And it's better. Ring beyond blue if you want to. But it's good. Like you need mates. You need mates, and you gotta catch up occasionally because even though we're funny guys and we're doing a funny podcast, sometimes we don't feel funny. Sometimes we're not doing so great.
Grant, sometimes I'm a little down in the dumps.
Yeah.
I'm down in the dumps looking for dirty nappies or something. I don't know what I'm doing in the dump, but I'm there. And, and it's not good. And you can't be funny.
Remember the old days?
What, when you could be down at the dump?
And
actually, you could actually go to a dump and have a look through.
Yeah, you can go walk around through the trash and
car parts, find car parts, an old steering wheel, and go, "Hey!"
Yeah. And now they're at tip shops and all sorts of fancy manties.
You got to pay for rubbish nowadays.
No, we got a hard rubbish collection in our street.
You have. I saw a bit of garbage out the front.
There was heaps more earlier. People chuck out in my neighbourhood stuff that's nicer than I can afford to buy.
I saw a really nice white leather chair and I nearly stopped and grabbed it, but then realised that won't fit in the car.
Yeah, well, you borrow the ute.
Should have just done it.
Should have done it.
Should have done it. After the pod, we'll go and check if it's still there, and that can be my throne.
I've got some stuff on my... So I had 2 dead car batteries.
Yep.
A catcher off a mower, some poly pipe, and a chair. And the 2 dead batteries got stolen day 1.
Oh, well, they've probably gone to a good home. Some bloke's refurbishing them and...
Can you do that?
I think so. Yeah, some of them you can refurbish them and do stuff. Clever people do stuff to batteries and bring them back to life.
Do you know what those people can't do, though? They can't walk like Egyptians.
They can't walk like an Egyptian.
So I don't know how to walk like an Egyptian.
Well, nor do I, Grant, but what I thought we would do is let's look into the lyrics of this song because I'm pretty sure they will tell us exactly how to walk like an Egyptian.
I was hoping for an instructional podcast tonight.
You know what? I think it is going to be instructional. It's going to be informative for everyone. So if anyone at home is thinking, you know what? I've always wanted to walk like an Egyptian. Well, now you can. Yeah. You've seen the hieroglyphs where they're doing the weird hand things. So it might be that.
If this works, could we possibly open up level 32 of Beauty Corp?
The Egyptian level?
The Egyptian level.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But first, we need to know how to walk like an Egyptian.
We need to test this theory and make sure it works. So before we tested the theory, the Bangles already tested this theory to some level of success, I would imagine.
I imagine so. They were very successful in their musical career.
We've heard about them.
And evidently they've got a song about walking like an Egyptian, so they must be able to walk like an Egyptian.
Okay, so let's test the theory. So by the end of this podcast, I want to be able to walk like an Egyptian, and I want our beauties to be able to walk like an Egyptian as well.
Absolutely.
Is that too much to ask?
It isn't. And you know what, Grant? Our podcast is going out around the world, and I'm really hoping we get some Egyptian listeners who are just nodding their heads in acknowledgement, thinking, that's exactly how you walk like an Egyptian, lads. Well done. Well, thank you. Thank you for telling the world.
You know what? With the current political climate in Egypt, I think that our podcast will be a priority.
Absolutely. You know what? I'm sure they're all listening to it because we are probably the number 3 podcast in the world for bringing about peace.
In the Middle East.
In the Middle East, at the moment.
Yeah. This is the number 1 listened to podcast from Australia in the Gaza Strip.
Really?
Right
Fantastic.
Now. Yeah.
Absolutely, and it makes sense.
So my big goal for this podcast is to bring down oil prices and basically peace on Earth. So
yeah, absolutely. You know what? Humble goals.
Humble.
We don't ask for much.
You got to start somewhere.
And you know, to be honest, we'll probably have that done by early next year.
Yeah.
Peace on Earth.
End of Q1.
Yeah, end of Q1, and then after that we'll sort space travel.
Well, let's see how.
I mean, we've done a few space travel songs. We're getting it sorted. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Grant, shall we?
I'd like you to dive in, and I'm just going to follow along.
I'm going to dive into This is obviously put on your spectacles. I'll put mine on, and I haven't pre-read the lyrics, but let's dive in to how we walk like an Egyptian.
Before we start, quick thanks to our sponsors tonight.
We've got sponsors.
Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah, Tash and Dale Ellis, who have sponsored us tonight with our new illuminated sign.
And that beautiful neon sign says on air.
On air.
So when Grant switches it on, he and I know that we are on air.
That's right, because there's no one else here. But it looks pretty.
It actually looks amazing. Thank you, Tash and Dale. Thank you. It's actually a lot of fun. It's brilliant.
Probably mostly Tash.
Yeah, she's the thinker, isn't she? She's the thinker.
Dale's the heavy lifter.
Yeah. And Dale's a heavy lifter. Yeah. He's a big boy, but I reckon that was mainly Tash's.
He's lost a few kilos.
Wait, what? Where did he lose them? Down the back of the couch?
He had a poo. No, he got the flu, which rhymes with had the poo.
Yeah.
But yeah, he got the flu and lost.
And he's slimmed down a little.
Yeah, lost some kgs, man.
Yeah, hey, you got to do what you can. Got to do what you can in this world.
I asked him to cough in my mouth, but he wouldn't, the bastard.
Oh.
Anyway.
All right, let's find out how we walk like an Egyptian.
I'm ready, because currently I can only walk like an Australian.
All right. All the old paintings on the tombs.
Aren't they known as hieroglyphs? Or are they hieroglyphics?
No, apparently not. No, according to the song, they're old paintings on the tombs.
Okay.
Hieroglyphics. I think that must be a westernised thing. This is obviously correct.
Like a translation.
Yes, it's a translation. We use the word hieroglyphs, and I'm doing air quotes for the listeners.
Thank you.
But no, they're old paintings on tombs.
It's probably what they called them.
That's what they called them back in the day.
Have you seen old paintings on tombs? Yes, I just did one of cat.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. This hieroglyphs thing. No, it's a westernisation.
Nonsense.
It's like some curries aren't really Indian. They're westernised.
Hang on, what?
I think hieroglyphs are a westernisation.
What curries aren't Indian?
I can't remember. Like butter chicken. I don't think it's actually a thing. There's several others that they're just not.
Don't you tell me that chicken sarguala is not Indian, because I won't come.
To be honest, I've no idea. I just threw that fact out there with absolutely nothing to back it up.
Hey, not a factual podcast.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Now, now, I think here...
Yeah, all the old paintings on the tombs. Right,
all the old paintings on the tombs. Brilliant. They do the sand dance, don't you know?
What is the sand dance?
Well, I think that's how you walk like an Egyptian.
Is that what Michael Jackson did? He did the sand dance.
He's not Egyptian. He's an old white lady.
He was Egyptian in one of his film clips, though.
He did have an Egyptian clip, didn't he?
Bit of it. Yeah, I can't remember what
that didn't relate to the song.
Have we done a Michael Jackson song yet?
Yes, we definitely have, but I can't remember which one it was.
We did that obscure one, didn't we? That one.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
We should do some more. What's he doing nowadays? I wonder. What's he up to? You don't hear much about him, do you? He's always entertaining children at Neverland Ranch.
John, he died.
He dyed his clothing so they're more multicoloured.
He's bereft of life. He has shuffled off his mortal coil.
He's deceased. He popped his clogs.
He snuffed it.
Oh my goodness gracious! Why didn't anyone tell me? Oh dear. How long's it been? A few weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
here
about
we
the
go.
sand dance, what about it?
They do the sand dance. Don't you know?
I do now.
We know now. All right. If they move too quick, oh. Yeah, so we're getting instruction now.
Yeah.
If they move too... I think they're implying don't move too quick.
So that sounds a little bit like... was it Tony Muschelli from Who's the Boss? What's his name? Tony Danza. Oh.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
We mentioned that in the Mondegrins.
We did.
Well, here we go. Bit more instruction. They're falling down like a domino.
Bloody pisshead jibbos.
They're not falling down like dominoes. They're falling down like
a domino.
So basically, if you're doing walking like an Egyptian too quickly, you'll just fall over on your own.
What's the sound effect for it?
That's what it is in cartoon land. All the bizarre men by the Nile.
So how bizarre are they?
I think they're very bizarre. Oh, hold on. The spelling is B-A-Z, so I think that refers to like a little shop.
So I'm kind of getting Aladdin vibes now.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Prince Ali,
Absolutely. Flying carpets, that kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, we've still not we basically got warnings so far.
Would you like to buy this fuckari rug?
Excuse me? That's a bit rude.
A fuckari rug.
A what, Ari?
Fuckari rug.
I've never heard of one of those. That sounds disgusting.
That's quality. All the bizarre men by the Nile, what about them? How's this helping me dance?
Well, I'm sure we'll get into it any second. Yeah. I mean, it is walk like an Egyptian after all.
Sure.
They got the money on a bet.
What do you think? You're some kind of Jedi?
Are you an angel? Oh, I hate that.
Hey, that was a really good Padme, man. Hey, Padme, why don't you come
I was doing the little, what's the boy's name?
Yeah.
Isn't Padme Anakin?
Anakin.
Are you an angel?
No. No, I'm Fran Drescher.
Here we go. I think we're into it now. All right. Gold crocodiles. Oh.
Sorry, I missed you.
Hold on, let's go again. Let's do it again.
Okay.
Gold crocodiles. Oh. Hold on. What? No, that's... Sorry.
All the bizarre men on the Nile, you missed it. That's why I wasn't up to. They got money on a bet.
They got the money on a bet.
So I bet they bet that we can't get this bloody podcast
gold crocodile. Anyway, I'm sure... So we got gold crocodiles.
So
they snap their teeth on your cigarette.
And you've quit recently, so you're now crocodile free.
Yeah. I am in no danger from crocodiles.
No.
Because that's what they're after.
Yeah.
Because they only attack people who have a cigarette.
That would really... If you put that on the pack... That'd stop them from having
that absolutely. I wonder if Steve Irwin ever brought this up. Crikey! You would have thought he would, but a crocodile didn't kill him, and he didn't smoke.
So we did a bit in last week's podcast where we called Steve Irwin, but we're not going to do that this week because it was really terrible. We did it last time. We thought it was going to go to a really good place, and just ended up being bloody crap.
Probably a good job we re-recorded it.
Exactly.
So anyway, crocodiles snapping their teeth on your cigarette. Okay, probably some dancing now. Let's look at the instructions.
Okay.
Foreign types with the hooker pipes say, way-o, way-o, ay-o, way-o. Oh, that was... okay.
So here's the instructions, just here.
Oh, here it is. All right. Okay, detailed instructions. Let's launch into the extremely detailed instructions. You can't go wrong.
Very clear.
Walk like an Egyptian.
What?
Wait. Hold on. No. Are they assuming we already know? How to... I thought this would be instructional.
Hang on. I'm going to call an Egyptian really quickly.
Yeah, you call an Egyptian. Hello?
Hello, is this an Egyptian fellow?
Hey, it's an Egyptian.
Hello, mate. I'm an Australian. Do you happen to have any instructions on how to walk like you walk?
Hey, I do. Now, it may be surprising that I sound quite Irish, but I am absolutely Egyptian. Firstly, have yourself 3 whiskies.
Right.
And then walk down to the shops.
Right, gotcha.
And slip over and throw your arms in the air.
Yeah.
Buy yourself some more whiskey.
Yeah.
Drink half the bottle. Then try and get your way home.
Hang on. What's the... I got the wrong country. I've phoned Ireland, haven't I?
Yes, of course, yeah. I mean, but I'm in the Egyptian department of Ireland.
No, sorry, mate.
So if you call in Ireland to want to learn how to walk like an Egyptian, you got the right number.
Oh, sorry, I'm just going to have to call you back. Sorry, mate.
Okay, no.
Sorry, back to John. I'm so sorry I wasted our time and I just called the wrong number.
Did you?
Well, I called the right number, but I called like the Egyptian Department of Ireland.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
I've done it again.
You've done it. That happens whenever I call to talk about pyramids. Whenever I want to know pyramid facts, they put me through to Ireland.
You should call up and ask about pyramids.
You think so?
Why not?
Okay, absolutely. Beep, 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 beep. I've got a weird ringtone. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep.
Hello, you've called the Pyramid Hotline. All right.
Oh, hi. Is that somebody, an expert in pyramids?
Tony Pyramid speaking.
Oh.
Now, can you find 5 friends that you want to sell to?
Oh, no, hold on. Beep, beep, beep. It was a pyramid scheme grant.
Oh, John.
I wanted to know about pyramid, and he just wanted to sell me some plumbing supplies or something.
Damn it. Probably
or vitamins.
Thermomixes.
Oh, who would do a thing like that?
Evil.
Oh, anyway.
German death machines.
Anyway, we need to find out how to walk. We've got it in front of us.
Okay. So
let's find out how we walk.
Apart from being told
we're in the second verse. Okay. We're in the second verse.
Okay.
So it'll be all right.
Obviously, it's going to tell us.
Yeah.
Because Susanna Hoffs would not let us down.
She wouldn't. She would
never.
The
bass player might. The manly woman on the drums, possibly. But Susanna Hoffs, never.
Yeah, never. You know her personally?
Yeah.
She wouldn't let us down? All right.
No.
Well, let's fly into it then. Let's find out how to walk like an Egyptian.
Do it.
The blonde waitresses take their trays.
Okie dokie. Okay, so like they're up. I can't. The listeners can't see this, but I've got my hands sort of above my shoulders.
That looks a little bit Egyptian.
I'm balancing.
That's like on one of those old paintings on the tombs.
Take my photo, so then we can put it on the.
We will. We'll put it on. Brilliant. Done. They spin around and they cross the floor.
It's like a roller skating. Like waitress, you know how they spin around.
Yeah, well, that's obviously how Egyptians must walk.
I think I'm getting it.
They hold, and they spin around.
Like no one can see me doing this, but does this look Egyptian?
That looks brilliant.
Yeah.
And you've obviously got roller skates on, as Egyptians would. Egyptians love a roller. In fact, that's probably what the pyramids were for, so they can skate down them and do a cool jump at the end.
Dude,
that's my theory.
That's so true.
Yeah. And maybe there's a cool inside a pyramid. Yeah. There's like a nice skating rink inside or something.
Uncovering the secrets of the pyramid.
We should do videos on the internet, like those conspiracy theories. It's all about roller skating in Egypt.
We can get Joe Rogan on our podcast and talk about our theories.
Yeah, but is he successful enough for us?
Fair.
Yeah. Our beauty corp is way bigger than what he does.
Yeah, you never hear of Rogan Corp.
Bloody, yeah. No, you don't, do you?
What's he ever done?
Anyway.
Go ahead.
So, they've got the moves. That's just a statement saying they've got the moves. That doesn't actually help. Okay, here we go. No, this is it.
Is it just me that's finding this podcast entertaining?
You drop your drink.
Yeah, it's true, I do.
Then they bring you more.
I'm going to drop my drink more often.
Yeah. No, they just bring Egyptian waitresses. They just replace it.
So, whoops, drop a drink. I had 3/4 of a Bundy and Coke. Whoops, just drop.
That's the roller skate.
Yeah.
That was the sound of roller skates.
Yeah, I got a full Bundy and Coke.
You got a full from the waitress, from the blonde waitress. The brunette, she was lazy, didn't do a thing. That redhead waitress, not interested, but the blonde, no problem at all. And it was on a tray. She's got the tray. You're drinking that drink, aren't you? I can tell by the sounds you're making.
Hey, look, there's only a little bit left.
Whoops, you spilt it! Excuse me, you need another drink. No, it's true. It says it in the song. All right. So anyway, drinks. We're gonna This is probably where we're gonna find out how to do.
Instructions coming up of how to walk.
Okay, this must be it. All the school kids so sick of books. Of course, you know what? Of course they are.
ADD.
Of course they are. And you know what? If they're in Egypt, those books are made of rock and they're heavy. Of course they're sick of them.
This has dated the song though, hasn't it? Because now these days kids are on the interwebs.
They are. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. This is really odd.
It's very old. It's
no wonder they're sick of books. Maybe they're sitting there anticipating the internet.
That'll help them to walk like Egyptians.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
here we go.
Do it.
They like the punk and the metal band.
But not the Bangles.
No, they
don't like the Bangles because they are neither. They are popular music artists.
Are they dissing these kids?
They're dissing themselves.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah, they're like the punk and the metal.
They're acknowledging that kids like other bands, and it's only old people that like the Bangles. Which is kind of honest. It's open and honest.
We weren't old when this song came out. We're just old now.
Still no instructions on walking like an
Egyptian.
But anyway, no, it's on its way.
Coming.
It's on its way.
It's coming. I can see
go.
it. I can see it.
When the buzzer rings, okay, here we go.
You do it.
Here we go. They're walking like an Egyptian.
Shit, that was anticlimactic.
It just sort of, it's just a statement.
Yeah.
It's just a statement.
Maybe
There's no instruction.
Maybe it's less about the skill and more about, like, you identify as an Egyptian walker.
Oh, that's true. Everyone can identify as something else. Yeah. If I want to, I can identify as a lamp.
I am an armchair.
You know what? You look like an armchair.
I've just been put out with the hard rubbish.
Are you transitioning into an armchair? Have you had the operations?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah?
Can you see? Those are my cushions.
Yeah, you've got cushion. You look like just like an armchair. Well done.
Thank you. Is it my wooden legs?
Yes, your wooden legs.
I've got wooden legs.
I thought you were a pirate, but turns out you're an armchair.
I always wanted to have artificial legs, but real feet.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
I don't know why I felt to confess that on this podcast, but...
Is this the right podcast for that, or is that Medical Emergency? Our other podcast, Medical Emergencies.
Medical Emergencies. If you haven't tuned in, it's on Spotify.
It's there somewhere. It's there somewhere. They're walking like an Egyptian. All the kids in the marketplace say, "Way-o, way-o, ay-o, way-o." Walk like an Egyptian.
Shit.
Oh, okay. I've got to be honest, I'm no wiser as to walking like an Egyptian.
No, I don't feel like I've had the instructions that I thought I would be getting.
But the song says, walk like an Egyptian.
But it just tells you to walk like... It doesn't say how to walk like an Egyptian or 5 steps to walking like an Egyptian. Number 3 will surprise you.
Have I made a fatal error?
Not fatal.
I think I might have made a terrible mistake.
I have a feeling that the next 2 lines are going to redeem us and give us specific instructions on exactly how to walk like an Egyptian.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Okay, well,
That's
I
just
hope
my
so.
gut feeling.
No, did you get your gut feeling? Well, I'm going to launch into them. Let's find out. Here we go.
Let's find out.
Slide your feet up the street.
Done.
Bend your back.
Done.
You bent your back way too far.
I've done a fuffer valve. Have you got a spare?
Hold on. I don't have a spare fuffer valve, but after the podcast, I'll call an ambulance.
I've done me fuffer valve.
All right, no, you'll be all right. Don't you worry, because we haven't got the full instructions yet. I'm going to finish off the... All right. Shift your arm, and then you pull it back. How's your back?
I shouldn't have done that.
No, you should. Did you follow through?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to have to... Lucky you're wearing your brown trousers.
They give us a warning on the next line, but it's too late.
Yeah. Oh, hold on a minute. Life is hard, you know.
Do you know, speaking of that, my grandfather, I just found out...
Was he Egyptian?
No, he's addicted to Viagra. No one's taken it harder than my grandmother. Anyway, carry on.
That life is hard, you know, would have been... Sorry. Let's just do it anyway. You know that line, life is hard, you know, would have been good a couple of lines ago.
Yeah, it would have helped.
So you would have known life is hard, and then you might not have done your back in.
Shift my arms and pull it back.
Yeah. Anyway, a little more information would be good on this dancing. Okay,
so a very specific Egyptian line coming up about ancient Egypt.
And modes of travel, etc.
Ancient Egypt.
In ancient Egypt, absolutely.
Although, have you seen the hieroglyphs, the paintings on the
tombs?
Where there's like helicopters and stuff? And
or what look like spaceships and things. And it's very weird, isn't it?
It is.
I like it. It implies there were very advanced civilizations tens of thousands of years before ours, maybe.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking in like pre-flood times there was
probably
some stuff going on.
Yeah.
And they found out that, or they're surmising, I think, that the pyramids were power sources, like ancient power sources.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it all fits in with Tesla's sort of theories on vibrational energy and all that sort of stuff.
Vibration and sound. Some people reckon that like some of the blocks are like 70 tons, and they reckon they were probably moved using resonant sound.
I know what sound they used.
What sound did they use? Whoa! The table moved! Whoa! That's how they moved. It's just a bunch of Egyptians standing around going, whoa! And 70-ton blocks just move. Anyway, a little bit more about the dancing here.
Go ahead.
This is how you do it. This is how you do it.
On a very Egyptian...
very Egyptian. This is the most Egyptian line of the whole thing.
Yeah.
So strike a pose on a Cadillac.
On a what?
On a Cadillac.
A Cadillac.
Yeah, you know, those cars that the Egyptians had back in the day.
Okay.
That's probably how they pulled the big blocks on a trailer behind a Cadillac.
Oh, what's the horn, mate? What's the horn sound on a Cadillac?
Oh, yeah, it probably is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, brilliant. Okay.
That was terrible.
So you struck your pose on a Cadillac.
Yeah, my back's still out though.
Oh, well, this might help you out.
Okay.
If you want to find all the cops...
I do not. I do not want to find all the cops.
Well, but if you want to find all the cops... I know you don't.
But, well...
But hypothetically, like...
How does this help me walk like an Egyptian, mate?
I think it'll get there eventually.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. We're going to get there. I think maybe they're laying the groundwork.
If you want to... Okay. Well, they're taking their...
If you want to find all the cops...
Yeah.
They're hanging out in the donut shop.
Which one?
The pyramid donut shop. Because I don't know if you know, Grant, but ancient pyramids were donut shops that the Egyptian police would hang out in 4,000 years ago.
Egyptian police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently so. I mean, that might be a fact I just made up. We're not music historians or anything.
We are barely podcasters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'm buying it. I'm down with your theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's better. Well, not better than any other theory, but it's as valid as any other theory.
It's the most up-to-date theory at the time of this podcast in the world.
Well, absolutely. And you know what? Topic. I bet no other scientists have come up with that.
No.
But none of them have thought of that.
And you are a Scientologist, aren't you?
I am a Scientologist. Yeah. Yes. So I love Scientology.
What level's Tom Cruise on again in Beauty Court? He's level 13, isn't he?
Do you mean the physical level of the building or Scientology level?
No, I don't. I can't. You can't tell me he's Scientology level because of all the secrets.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're not meant to talk about that, are we?
Oh, there he goes. Just sprinted past.
Oh, he's quick, isn't he?
You looked at him.
He was got, and I did look. And you know what? I only saw his foot.
My mind was so convincing that you looked.
I did look to see
because
Tom Cruise.
John, I'm an actor.
I was very convinced that Tom Cruise, and the fact that Tom Cruise is real and he does work for Beauty Corp. Yeah. And he loves a run, doesn't he?
He loves it. He's got the karate chop hands run.
Yeah. He must be absolutely exhausted all the time.
By now.
Absolutely. Yeah. No wonder he's small. He's using up all his energy.
All these movies, I don't know if you know this, there's a very little known fact, but all of his movies are live. So if you put on a movie right now of his... That's not recorded. That's him doing it live.
He actually does it. You know what? His dedication to beauty in movies and specificity wouldn't surprise me at all that he does that.
And you've got a fairly decent sized TV, I imagine, but we have a fairly decent sized TV as well. He on the TV, he is actual size.
Whoa!
Yep.
Like in real,
you say
3 foot tall.
You stand next to your telly.
Yeah.
Well, you've got Tom Cruise on the screen.
Yeah.
That's him actual size.
Wow.
Yeah.
Technology is amazing. The internet's an amazing thing, isn't it?
Yep.
He must be so busy.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
He finds time for his fans.
Ooh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Sorry, but I digest.
Anyway, here we go. I think we're going to
digest, Marge.
They spin the clubs. Cruise down the block.
So they spin the clubs like they're in the clubs going...
Yeah, they're spinning the discs. And...
Or do they have their clubs and they're spinning them like a bobby?
But here's the important bit. They Tom Cruise... down the block.
I just tried to cough into a pillow. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Down the block of granite. Tom Cruise on the pyramid, the block.
I thought it was like the block, like the TV show.
Oh, well, it could be. Yeah, with Scotty Cam and Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
I can't say anything bad about Scotty Cam because of my workplace. I think he's an ambassador. So
for your work?
Yeah, I think so. I've seen him on brochures and stuff.
Okay, because I had a whole list of disparagements about him.
You can say what you want.
No, look, you know what? I won't, because he seems like a nice chap.
Leave him alone.
Leave Scott Cam alone. Leave him alone. Okay, so cruise down the block.
We've got like 5 lines of this song left. I want to know how to walk like a damn Egyptian by the end of it.
Don't worry.
We've got 1 minute of this podcast left.
Here we go. This is it. This must be it.
Do it.
All the Japanese with their yen.
That's money in Japanese.
Japanese people with cashola. Okay, Japanese people have got their pockets full of money. Brilliant. We must be getting there.
We're getting there.
The party boys.
Yeah, what do they do?
Call the Kremlin.
Uh-huh.
We're party boys.
Hang on.
Do we need to call the Kremlin?
Shall we?
Yeah. Shall I call or do you want to?
You go ahead.
Okay, hold on a minute. I'm just going to hold on. It's just this phone here with the big red button on it. Okay, here we go. Beep, 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 beep.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Is that the Kremlin?
Da.
Could you put me through to Mr. Putin, please?
Da.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi. Is that Mr. Putin?
Yes.
Do you have a tin with poo in it? Putin.
Who is
Hear what I
this?
did that? Hear what I did
Is this the
there?
bloody John the Menezies again?
Oh, he did. I didn't insult him.
What are you doing calling the leader of the bloody...
I should have told him to stop that silly war.
Yeah, you've wasted your opportunity.
What a waste. And he's on to me now. He's going to send missiles. There's probably missiles leaving the Kremlin right now for your house. It doesn't matter. I'm at your place and I'll be gone soon. It'll take him an hour to get
I don't
here.
think your house is going to be by the time you get back.
No, probably not.
No. Anyway.
I'll have to live in your shed.
Got already out of the shed.
The party boys. We cook well.
We
did call the Kremlin.
Yeah,
Can you dance like an Egyptian now? No.
No.
You see, this isn't helping.
No.
And the Chinese know. Oh, this is getting very multicultural.
I know.
And no dancing.
Well, what do the Chinese know?
Well, they walk the line like Egyptian.
Okay.
That's bad English. Although it is Chinese.
Yeah, I'm not feeling very instructed.
All the cops in the donut shop say, wee-oo. Walk like an Egyptian.
Okay.
Walk like an Egyptian! It said it twice, so I just figured it was underlining it really hard.
Thank you for emphasizing the syllables.
I emphasised that as best I could.
Did you put the emphasis on the right syllable?
I do not, no.
Well, I am no closer to walking like an Egyptian.
You know what? Those instructions were absolutely terrible.
If you want to walk like an Egyptian, I would say 5 o'clock p.m. Friday night, Lygon Street. Go down and get yourself a souvlaki. Probably find a few Egyptians down there walking like themselves.
And you should probably just ask them.
Yeah.
And I imagine they walk like Australians.
I think we should maybe get some Egyptians on the show. Or maybe, you know what I'd like? Some angry messages from Egyptians saying...
Wouldn't that be good? How dare you disparage our pyramids and insinuate that Tom Cruise slides down on his roller skates?
Get offended at us, have an opinion.
Because we were just so racist against Egyptians.
Michael Jackson's white. Michael Jackson's alive and living in the Queen Mother.
I think we're more in trouble from the Russians personally, but what a terrible state of affairs. And now I can't even walk like an Egyptian.
Well, let's just go practice. Yeah, all right. Okay. Well, we'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Но хотят-то мы и опилки, но кричалки и вопилки, а также шумелки, пыхтелки и сопелки сочиняю я неплохо иногда. Да. Хорошо живет на свете Винни-Пух, оттого поет он эти песни вслух. И неважно, чем он занят, если он худеть не станет, а ведь он худеть не станет, если, конечно, вовремя подкрепиться. Да. Трам-пара-па-пам-пара-па-пам-пам-па. Пум-пурум-пу-пум-пурум-пу-трам-пам-па. Пум-пурум-пу-пу-пурум-пум. Пром-пу-пум-пурум-пум-пум. Хорошо живет на свете Винни-Пух, оттого поет он эти песни вслух. И неважно, чем он занят, если он толстеть не станет, а ведь он толстеть не станет. Никогда!